Hello friends. Have you ever wondered why some people are so popular everywhere they go? Why people are eager to meet them, listen carefully to everything they say? What magic do they possess that draws others toward them? There's a famous story. Once Hollywood's renowned actress Marilyn Monroe went to a party. There was an ordinary person standing alone in the corner. At the party, everyone was hovering around the celebrities. But Marilyn went to that lone person and struck up a conversation. She asked about his interests, listened to his stories. By the end of the party, that person had become Marilyn Monroe's biggest fan. Later, when someone asked him who was the most impressive person he met, he mentioned Marilyn Monroe's name. Why is this story special? Because it contains the biggest secret of successful relationships, taking genuine interest in others. Actually, this isn't magic at all, but rather some scientific and practical principles that anyone can understand and adopt to master this art. According to a Harvard University study, 85% of your career success doesn't depend on your technical skills, but on your social and communication skills. In today's fast-paced world where everyone is busy with their phones, where digital communication dominates, the importance of personal relationships becomes even greater. You must have noticed that in companies, those who advance are the people who build good relationships with others, not just those who are experts in their work. Let me share another fascinating fact. New York's Carnegie Institute of Technology conducted research on 10,000 individuals and found that only 15% of people lose their jobs due to technical incompetence, while 85% fail due to personality defects and inability to get along with others. But the most interesting thing is that these skills aren't inborn. Anyone can learn them, practice them, and polish their personality. All it takes is the right direction, the right techniques, and a little practice. Human relationships are the greatest asset of our lives. Whether you're a student wanting to be popular in class, a businessman wanting to win customers' trust, a leader wanting to inspire people, or a homemaker wanting to strengthen family relationships, these same principles work everywhere. Today I'm going to share with you those secret mysteries that great personalities have adopted for centuries. These are the techniques that have made kings into emperors, ordinary people into leaders, and common individuals into owners of extraordinary personalities. So get ready to learn those secret formulas that will make you the owner of a magnetic personality. And yes, I'll explain all these principles with practical examples so you can start applying them in your life from today itself. The greatest characteristic of human nature is that every person wants to be understood, appreciated, and valued. When we meet someone, we must first understand what that person wants, what their feelings are, and how they think. Criticism is our natural tendency, but it's harmful to relationships. When we criticize someone, that person becomes defensive, and instead of listening to us, they focus on defending themselves. Conversely, when we recognize someone's good qualities and appreciate them, they develop positive feelings toward us. For example, if your colleague is doing something wrong, instead of saying, "You always make mistakes," you could say, "I think this work could be done even better. Can we think about this together?" This way you can suggest improvement without hurting their self-respect. Expressing genuine praise and gratitude is also extremely important. When we appreciate someone's good work, that person is motivated to do even better. But this praise should be honest, not artificial flattery. The foundation of all human behavior is the desire to feel important. Everyone wants to feel that they matter, that their opinions are valuable. When you make someone feel important in a genuine way, they will never forget you. This could be as simple as remembering their name, asking about their family, or acknowledging their expertise in some area. Remember, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. The person who constantly talks about themselves will always talk about themselves. But the person who listens, who asks questions, who shows genuine interest, they are the ones who win hearts and minds. The foundation of friendship is mutual interest and respect. When we show genuine interest in another person, they feel important. This doesn't mean we show fake interest, but truly try to understand and know that person. The art of listening is the most important social skill. Most people like to talk, but few people are good listeners. When you listen to someone carefully, that person starts to like you. While listening, don't just use your ears, but listen with your whole mind. Maintain eye contact, not to show understanding, and ask questions occasionally to show that you are truly interested. Remembering people's names is also very important. For any person, their name is the sweetest sound. When you address someone by their name, that person feels special. To remember names, when someone tells you their name, repeat it immediately and use their name a few times in the conversation. Don't underestimate the power of a smile either. A genuine smile touches people's hearts. It shows that you are happy, friendly, and a positive person. A smile is contagious. When you smile, the person in front of you is compelled to smile too. Ask questions that the other person will enjoy answering. People love to talk about their achievements, their interests, their experiences. Instead of talking about yourself, ask them about their work, their hobbies, their family. How did you get started in that field? What do you enjoy most about your work? What's been your biggest challenge? These kinds of questions make people feel valued and give them a chance to share their expertise. Show appreciation for their time and insights. Even if it's a casual conversation, acknowledge that they've shared something valuable with you. That's really interesting. I never thought about it that way. Or, thanks for explaining that. It gives me a whole new perspective. Effective communication doesn't mean just saying your piece, but trying to see things from the other person's perspective. Every person has their own problems, challenges, and viewpoint. When we understand this, we can communicate better. Avoiding arguments and debates is an important principle. Maintaining relationships is far more important than winning arguments. When you disagree with someone, don't aggressively impose your viewpoint. Instead say, I can understand your point, and perhaps my perspective is a little different. This makes the other person feel that you respect them. There's no shame in admitting mistakes. When we acknowledge our errors, people appreciate our honesty. This strengthens our personality. It doesn't weaken it. There's great power in saying, I might be wrong. Learn the art of asking questions too. Asking questions instead of giving direct orders is more effective. For example, instead of saying, this work should be done by tomorrow, you could say, do you think this work could be completed by tomorrow? This makes the other person feel that their opinion matters. When you must point out an error, do it gently and privately. Begin with praise and honest appreciation. Then mention the mistake as a suggestion for improvement, not as a criticism. End with encouragement and confidence in their ability to improve. Use the word and instead of but when giving feedback. Instead of you did a good job, but say you did a good job, and here's how we might make it even better. The word but negates everything that came before it, while and builds upon the positive. To have a positive impact on people, you must first work on your own personality. Your behavior, your language, and your attitude all reflect your character. When you become a positive, humble, and understanding person, people are naturally attracted to you. Showing happiness in others' success is a wonderful quality. When your friend or colleague achieves something good, participate in their success. Instead of jealousy or envy, praise them and congratulate them. This not only strengthens your relationship but also polishes your character. Making people feel important is also an art. Every person has something special about them. Recognize that specialty and appreciate it. This could be someone's skill, their knowledge, or their behavior. When you recognize someone's good qualities and tell them about it, that person always remembers you. Having an attitude of help and service is also important. When you help others without any selfish motive, people trust you. This help can be small too. Giving directions to someone, helping with someone's work, or just listening to someone's problems. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Look for things to praise. Everyone does something well. Find it and acknowledge it. But make sure your appreciation is specific and genuine. Instead of saying, "Good job," say, "I really appreciated how you handled that difficult customer with such patience and professionalism." Encourage others to talk about their achievements and interests. People are more likely to be influenced by those who show interest in them rather than those who try to impress them with their own accomplishments. To apply all these principles in your daily life, here are some practical suggestions. First, be patient. Personality development doesn't happen overnight. Make a small effort every day. Second, keep practicing. The more you use these principles, the more natural they'll seem. Third, be honest. Any technique or principle only works when it comes from your heart. Artificial behavior is quickly detected. Fourth, keep learning continuously. Every person is different, and every situation requires a different approach. Start with small steps. Choose one principle and focus on it for a week. For example, this week focus only on remembering and using people's names. Next week, concentrate on being a better listener. Gradually incorporate all these principles into your natural behavior. Practice the 30-second rule. When you meet someone, spend the first 30 seconds focused entirely on them, not on what you're going to say next. This simple practice will dramatically improve your ability to connect with others. Keep a relationship journal. Write down important details about people you meet, their interests, their family members' names, their challenges and goals. Review this before meeting them again. People are amazed when you remember details about their lives. Make it a habit to send thank you notes or messages. In our digital age, a handwritten note or even a thoughtful text message can make a powerful impression. Thank people not just for big favors, but for small kindnesses too. Practice empathy daily. Before reacting to someone's behavior, ask yourself, what might be going on in their life that's causing them to act this way? This simple question will make you more patient and understanding. Finally, remember that genuine friendship and influence are based on love, respect, and understanding. When you treat others the way you want to be treated, you not only make good friends but also become a better human being. Starting today, begin implementing these principles in your life. I guarantee that in the next 30 days, you'll see an amazing transformation in your relationships. If you enjoyed this audiobook, please like it, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that more such useful content keeps reaching you. Also turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Please let us know in the comments which principle you like the most and how you'll implement it in your life. Have a wonderful day, and remember, you have all the capability needed to build a great personality. All you need is the right direction. See you in the next audiobook. Thank you.